Hello, and you are welcome to the biggest night of the year, the Ballyhaunis GAA Dinner Dance 2014. And what a night it promises to be, ladies and gentlemen, as we celebrate a fantastic year in the club's history. So, to discuss the year, I'm joined by the who's who of the GAA world, who will give their opinions on the year that has seen the boys take home 2 county titles. We'll be chatting them in just a wee while, but before I let you back to painting the town red and black, first a message from our very own Minister, Micheal O'Muircheartaigh.
Well, look, I want to congratulate everyone involved in Ballyhaunis' unbelievable year. And I think the footballers winning their first inter-county championship since 1988, and the hurlers with their 10th senior championship. And I know the people down there in Ballyhaunis, they really pulled together there this year. And the place was bedecked in red and black all year. And I think it was a great effort by everyone involved. And I think a particular mention of appreciation must go out to the sponsor, Grogan's Concrete, Rochford Motors, EPS, and of course, Etihad Dubai Airways. And I want to say one more thing. I think that Ballyhaunis was always a great shop in town, and I think if Noel Kennelly and the lads involved in the Mayo senior footballers, if they have any bit of a clue at all, they might come down shopping to Ballyhaunis for a few of the fellas that are here tonight. And I think as well as that, I think we're going to be bringing home Salmon 2015 with the help of God. Sorry, what's that? Oh, sorry. Listen, I have to go to a funeral down in Bangor, so I hope you all have a great night.
OK, thank you, Minister Ring. Sensational stuff. He really is the funeral maestro of the west of Ireland. And joining me now is none other than legendary Meath footballer, Colm O'Rourke. Colm, what was it for you about Ballyhaunis in 2014?
Well, Jim, for me it was all about style, and I thought that both sides, they brought a lovely blend of youth, experience and a little bit of old age into the equation this year. And look, I think it has to be said as well that I think both sides played with a huge level of positivity. There was pace and there was a tremendous level of skill in it as well. And you know, there was that bit of manliness too about the play that I think we all admire in GAA. And I'm sorry if my accent went a little bit Cavan there, because I was actually just chatting to the main man from Cavan outside there, Hugh Rudden, and I'd have to say a gas man by all accounts.
Well, thanks for that, Colm. And now we are joined by a legend of Mayo Gaelic football, Mr. John Maughan. And John, what was it for you that made Ballyhaunis stand out this year?
Yeah, certainly, Jim. You know, I'd like to take up on Colm's point there about style. You know, a lot of the Ballyhaunis guys this year, you know, they really stepped up in a big way. You know, we had yellow boots, blue boots. We even had Morgan Lyons, the manager, with the orange boots. And, of course, Owen Collins, a very stylish guy with the white boots. And you know, I think quite clearly there was also some great hairstyles this year. I mean, we had Niall Prenty with the blonde hairdo. And, I mean, we had the two Lyons brothers there, Fergal and Austin. You know, and they're really raising the bar with the red pants and the dicky bows. And I suppose you could say that they're probably Ballyhaunis' answer to Jedward out there, certainly quite clearly. And of course 2014 was certainly the year of the beard, and I think our own Keith Higgins, you know, we're all very proud of him. He was a great guy. He was a really, really terrific footballer and hurler, both in his own right. You know, he made a lovely effort with the facial hair this year, and I think that deserves his credit. And you know, certainly I think the future's bright for Ballyhaunis, and certainly the future's bright for Mayo.
Well, thank you, John. What can I say? The brownest man in Gaelic football. And now we are going to another legend. Joe Brolly, your opinion on Ballyhaunis this year? I've never heard Maughan and O'Rourke talk such garbage about style. You know, the key to Ballyhaunis' success this year wasn't boots or hair gel. It was about 2 sets of players coming together and, you know, the faith they showed in each other and their manager and their club and their families. And they just came and they decided they wanted it. It was about the hard graft, you know, the long winter sessions, out there in the Prenty Bowl. You know, because if you have lads there, you know, lads like Fergie Kelly's and your Sean Hunts and your Declan Doyle's, incredible players. I mean, Declan Doyle, he must be, what age is he? He's not, seriously? Heaven's sake. Nearly an old age pensioner. You know, in fairness, you know, these players, you know, they didn't catch it from the wind, like, you know. They got Thomas Morley there and his selectors around him, incredible, like, I mean, he's Mickey Hart-esque in his approach, and he's like Mickey Hart and Jim McGuinness and Jim Gavin all rolled into one. It's an incredible achievement, and it's a real testament to the players and the families and the community. Absolutely incredible. Well, super stuff indeed there, Joe, and it's not often I say I am in agreement with you, Mr. Brolly, on this one. And now for an insight into the year that has been for the hurlers in Ballyhaunis, none other than Kilkenny legend Brian Coady.
Oh, listen, I think, you know, it's been a fantastic year for Ballyhaunis, you know, under hurling, and, you know, look at any team that goes out there and wins 5 or 6 titles is a great achievement, but, you know, to go on and win 10, you know, that takes something very special, and, you know, we know what it takes down here in Kilkenny, and, you know, as I always say, we're always looking to the future, and, you know, nothing stands still, especially in the game of hurling, and, you know, I suppose from my own perspective, you know, I won't be here forever, and, you know, I've spoken to the Kilkenny County Board, and, you know, they have been in touch with Pete Higgins, and, sure, look, we'll see what happens, but, you know, look, it's great, and I think you've some great lads out there, that have huge achievement. The likes of Pierce Higgins and Peter Healy and Hugh McCormick, and these guys have been hurling together and winning titles since they were national school. So listen, it's very much like the JJ Delaney's and the Jackie Turrells down in Kilkenny, and it's a huge achievement, and it's very much well deserved.
OK, Brian Coady, we'll leave it there for the moment. We've now got another neighbouring politician, Luke Ming Flanagan. Good evening to you.
Thanks for that, Jim. Look, I just want to say well done to the Ballyhaunis lads on a great year. But I also want to take this opportunity to express my own personal outrage at the fact that no Roscommon man is even being honoured here tonight. And I think it's typical again. There's no mention of Roscommon, and it's typical of Michael Ring. And I mean, we even have a Roscommon man here tonight who was above in Croke Park last year, who accepted an All-Star award, and not one person has even mentioned Ross Nolan here tonight. And I think it's an absolute disgrace.
OK, thank you, Ming Flanagan. Controversial as always. And now we are going to a legend of GAA, Micheal O'Muircheartaigh.
Díomh Córte, a year that saw Ballyhaunis hurlers win their 10th title. The footballers, their first since 1988. An inspirational year, and a year that you could say looked bleak in the beginning. The streak broken by the hurlers of Turin, who celebrated from Turin to Ahamore, and on to Knock, Claremorris and Kilchamaugh. The footballers, they lost players abroad, but they really came together as a group, and you even had 9 or 10 lads committing to both panels. Not an easy thing to do nowadays, and a great achievement. Something Podge Collins, I think, could testify to. A man who I'm told is at a loose end in 2015, and I wonder if there's any truth in the rumour that he might be playing for the Mayo Hurlers in 2015. Fan Gavekimich. And I think 2014 for Ballyhaunis was a real family affair. You had the Kileys, fine hurlers, the pair of them. Buckley, Lennon, Steele. That means they're very stylish boys. The Griffins, Enda and Kieran, who I believe set up camp in Turin. And what about the captain's performances this year? On Bomber, on Far Lorna Porca, rising high and over to Dubai. And Adrian Brennan, his never say die attitude, I would say, make him worthy choice to lift the JJ Tyrrell Cup. And it's interesting to know how both goalkeepers in Ballyhaunis love their brickfasta, and for anyone that doesn't know what that is, that's their breakfast. Michael Butty Walsh, or Micheal you could say, was as reliable as ever this year, while Paul Pans Jordan solid as a rock between the post. And I'm just glad both of them stayed away from the fries. And I think 2014 will be remembered for the highlights. Dino sprinting up the wings in both codes, Nigel Prenty the 2014 Intermediate Footballer of the Year, and Morgan Lyons tormenting defences. You had the ginger Balotelli Kevin Byrne making headlines, and there wasn't a dry eye in that town when Declan Doyle got his hands on the cup at long last. Ní féidir a héin and nach mai lehed on a rish, Cunairi and Toliv. That means good luck for anyone that has no Irish. Slán agus Bannacht.
Well, there you have it. Words of wisdom indeed from the great man. And unfortunately, we are almost all out of time here tonight. And we are going to leave you with Midwest Radio's very own Michael Commins. Take it away, Michael.
Thanks for that there, Jim, and good night to you all. I think by the sound of things there's a great excitement down there in Kilchamaugh with the Ballyhaunis lads, and we will just go to a couple of callers. Well, first up, actually, just a safety message while I think of it. We just got a message in earlier to the show that there's a cow loose out near Manola Junction, so just to be careful of that. It's a dark night out there, and just to watch out. And we've got another text after coming in. Will you ever tell that listener that it's not a cow that's on the loose out in Manola? It's a bullock. Right, well, sure, I suppose it's hard to tell the difference nowadays, but anyhow, the message is just to be vigilant and watch out. A load of requests naturally enough coming in for the Ballyhaunis lads, and we got one letter in actually that came in the other day, and I just managed to bring it in with me, and so it just goes a huge night for the Ballyhaunis lads, and a very special mention to some of the old timers on the team. In particular, can you wish Declan Doyle, Fergal Kelly, Peter Healy, Pierce Higgins and Hugh McCarmott. Wish them all the very best. And the message is that they are doing a great service for the elderly in the community by showing that the elderly can play a greater participating role in society with their performances this year. So, and that comes in from all at Age Action West. So the message is well done, lads, and I suppose keep up the good work. And would you please play a very special song, our own favourite for the 5 lads, and I have it here actually, and I'm just going to go. Yeah, we have it here, and it's, as I say, one of my own favourites. PJ Murray, There's Life in the Old Dog Yet.
There's life in the old dog yet, me boys, there's life in the old dog yet. Listen, Barney, here I come, there's life in the old dog yet.
We thought Maggie Lynch would be left sitting on the fence, but say that she kissed many a toad before she kissed the prince. But she had a